कुछ गाना है? What is the scientific reason behind starting the class at 7:20? Huh? The supreme lover is Krishna in Vrindavan. बराबर ना? Supreme lover is Krishna in Vrindavan. Supreme lover is Krishna in Vrindavan. कैसे ढूंढूं मैं अभी इसको? अरे बुक मेरे को क्या, हमें कुछ फायदा नहीं बुक का, निकाल दो आप। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरू श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनः सहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद गदाधार शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So what is described in this chapter I don't know. I will read and then we'll discuss. The supreme lover is Krishna in Vrindavan and the supreme beloved is Radharani. Krishna's 64 main qualities and his devotees take transcendental pleasure in hearing of them. As explained in Bhakti-rasamrita Sindhu, the characteristics are as follows. His body is well constructed. 1. 2. His body is full of auspicious symptoms. His body is beautiful. He is very glorious. He is very strong. He always looks like a boy of 16. He is well versed in various languages. He is truthful. He is decorated with pleasing words. He is expert in speaking. He is very learned. He is very intelligent. He is influential. He is joyful. He is cunning. He is expert. He is grateful. He is firmly convinced. He knows how to deal with different circumstances. He is always conversant with the scriptural injunctions. He is clean. He is controlled by his devotees. He is steady. He is self controlled. He is forgiving. He is grave. He is self satisfied. He is fair in his dealings. He is magnanimous. He is religious. He is a great hero. He is merciful. He is respectful. He is competent. He is gentle. He is modest. He is the protector of the soul surrender unto him. He is a deliverer. He is a friend of the devotees. He is submissive to love. He is all auspicious. He is most powerful. He is famous. He is devoted to all living entities. He is worshipable by everyone. He is very attractive to all women. He is partial to his devotees. He is full of all opulence. He is a supreme controller. He possesses all honor. These 50 qualities are fragmentally present in every living entity. When a human being is completely spiritually free, when a human being is completely spiritually free and situated in his original condition, all these qualities can be perceived in him in minute quantity. In Krishna, however, they exist in totality. There are five other transcendental qualities mentioned below, which can be seen in Vishnu, the Supreme Lord, and partially in Lord Shiva also, but they are not visible in ordinary living entities. These qualities are as follows. He is always situated in his original condition. He is omniscient. He is ever green or always fresh. He is eternally blissful. He is master of all perfection. इसको describe करेंगे तो this class is very small. So this particular chapter must be describing various things, but here it is describing the qualities of Lord Krishna. So this much precision, precise decision or precise description of comparative studies of the living beings is given only in our scriptures. That's why we should be very proud of the presentations which Prabhupada and all our parampara has made for us. Uh, all the creatures in the world, these are living entities, souls, conscious living beings, and they are eternal. They don't die. And there is another conscious being in this world who is also conscious, but he is not controlled by the creation, Maya. Right? Where Krishna says this? Huh? Yes, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. Yes. Any other place Maya doesn't, any other references where Maya doesn't control Lord Krishna? There is a there is one organization and also category of Mayavadis. They have the consideration that yes, God is supreme, but when he comes to this material world, he is controlled by Maya. But Krishna clarifies in various places in the scriptures whether in this world or in the transcendental world, that is spiritual world. No place Maya controls him. So where you find these references? हाँ परम भाव मुजानंतो मम भूत महेश्वरम. Yes. हाँ मम maya. Well, but that is of course true. But here we have to give something which he is mama maya durate is also controlling. Where we have to find out where maya is controller of maya, whether this world or the spiritual world. Hmm? तो ऐसा कोई वो नहीं है कि नियम कानून नहीं यही श्लोक बताना है वही श्लोक बताना है. आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग समथिंग वेरी this one only or that one. So Siddhanta, our Siddhant is Krishna cannot be controlled by Maya. That is our Siddhant. It needs to be known to this world. Most of the people consider God is also controlled by Maya. Lord Ram cheated Wali. In the next life, that guy, क्या था वो शूटर जंगल में वो रहता है ना करता है hunting. He shot Lord Krishna. Why? Because last time he shot Wali. तो कर्म पूरा हो गया. Like that. All foolish concepts. Right? Because Krishna made Mahabharat war and crores of people died. So Krishna is in hell now. Continuing his suffering of taking the consequences of his nonsense. It is all nonsense. Prabhupada gives left, right, center in that pastime where Srimad Bhagavatam is describing that Krishna left the body. He said it's all for bewilderment. हमारा दिमाग भटकाने के लिए सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है ना. So ordinary living entity doesn't die. What about Krishna? Ordinary living entity cannot be killed if it takes the name of Lord. Ordinary living entity, if it takes the name of Lord, he cannot go to hell. Then the Lord will go to hell. ये कहाँ से आ गया? It's a foolish concept. It's like that. So this is, but that doesn't mean that Lord is living being and we are living beings, so we are also like Lord. No. That also there are concepts. इतना खिचड़ी बना के रखा है प्रभुपाद चिल्ला चिल्ला के बोलते हैं. Practically we are the only one who are speaking the truth. वो बराबर है वो actually. It's not exaggeration. We are the only one who are speaking the truth. अब बाकी सब nonsense कोई भी बड़बड़ करते रहते पागल की तरह. Krishna also, Bhagavad Gita very clearly describes Dvavimo Purusho Loke Sharascha Evacha Sharas Sarvani Bhutani Uthasto Akshara Uchate Uttama Purushastvanyam Prakritim Vidyame Param Jiva Bhutan Mahabhavo Yedam Dharite Jagat. This is 12th chapter ending, 15th chapter ending, Bhagavad Gita. And then Prabhupada quotes that verse many times, thousands of times in his writings. Nityo Nityanam, Chetanascha Chetananam, Eko Bahunam, Yo Vidhati Kaman. The Prime Minister of India is also a human being. But that doesn't mean he's another human being in India. right? We are also human beings staying in India. We have one nose, two eyes, two ears, one mouth, five 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet height. Everything is there. We also eat. He also eats. We also sleep. He also sleeps. Right? So me and Prime Minister are same. Who will accept? Only a fool will accept. Right? In the mental asylum, somebody is there. He will accept. Not otherwise. Somebody else. So although Krishna is the conscious living being like us, we are conscious living beings. Krishna is also conscious living being, maybe looking like us, but that doesn't mean we and he is same, right? We speak, nobody hears. उल्टा बोलते हैं लोग हमको, क्या है चलो बाजू को हटो, बड़बड़ करते रहता हो, right? He speaks, everybody hears. Human being, same person, same height, same size, same eating. That doesn't mean you and Prime Minister is same. है कि नहीं? हमारा तो हमारा बाजू वाला सुनता नहीं है, और पूरी दुनिया को सुनना पड़ता है, देश को सुनना पड़ता है उसका, तो भले अच्छा लगे ना लगे चुपचाप सुनना पड़ता है कि नहीं? So the point is that all the living beings are not same. Again, even in a small system there are categorization. In our temple there is a devotee, there is grhastha devotee, there is vanaprastha devotee, there are some few sannyasis coming going, there are brahmacharis. The brahmachari is not that brahmachari is one title, there is yellow brahmachari, there is white brahmachari, there is brahman, there is temple president, there is this, there is that, there is form, there is इतना सारा है, वही है ना, वही लोग है, इतना सारा वैरायटी है, इतना इतना छोटा सिस्टम में इतना वैरायटी, 6 एकड़ में इतना वैरायटी देखने को मिलता है आपको, राइट? एंड देन वर्ल्ड डजंट हैव एनी वैरायटी. ये क्या है? नॉनसेंस. क्या है? दिस डजंट मेक एनी सेंस ओनली, or anything for that matter. If you take the social system, social body, all are human beings. But there are some who are begging on the street, they don't know whether they'll eat today or not. There are working people who work and then live happily. There is middle class, below middle class, upper middle class, middle class. There is rich class, there is this class, there is executive class. So many things, right? The same beings, everybody is same. Externally, everybody is same. So this Siddhanta that people consider that every living entity is same, हम सब एक है. क्या है क्या हम सब एक है? फालतू कोई. It's not हम सब एक है, हम सब अलग है. ये हमारा सिद्धांत है. हम सब एक नहीं है. हम सब एक है क्या? हम एक है क्या? वो काटे का गोला है क्या? हम सब एक है बोल के, right? It's not like that. Everybody is different. So there is a categorization of the living entities. The general living entities, we are super general living entities. In case we do pious activities, then we become demigods. In case we very nicely do very pious activities, we can become Brahma, Chandra, Surya, whatever. So we, ordinary living entities, the higher living beings, demigods, then the higher living beings comes are Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu and the categories of Vishnu. And then comes to Lord Krishna. So they are not same. They are different. They are same also, they are different also. Yeah, one same. I and Prime Minister is same. Yeah, yes, you and Prime Minister is same. How come you are same? External morphology is same. But we are not same by qualities. So that's very clearly described. That's why our Shastras are precise. How we can distinguish between Lord Vishnu and Krishna will come there. How we can distinguish between the living entities and Lord Vishnu, that is also there. Right. I will endeavor to be freed from this material existence. That is, I'll get mukti. But somebody has to give mukti to me. I cannot give mukti to you, right? Who will give the mukti to you? I don't have that quality. I cannot give mukti to you, right? कर्ज माफी मैं कर सकता हूँ क्या? वो तुम्हारा कर्ज माफ कर देता हूँ, ऐसे को तो होता है, राइट? तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैन डू इट, आई कैन नॉट डू इट. किसी किसी किसान का है 5 लाख रुपए कर्ज है बैंक के ऊपर, तो मैं तो नहीं उसको अंडू कर सकता हूँ, ही कैन डू, राइट? सो दैट्स हाउ the same living entities will function in a different fashion. So the common criteria which between the Lord and general living entities are how many? बताओ 50. क्या कुछ बोल नहीं रहे सब लोग? भूख लगा है क्या?
Somebody may say that your prime minister in external body is same. So if we can have that power, we can become prime minister. So similarly, if we can have power as Krishna, we can become.
Yeah, that Prabhupada addressed many places. And the analogy is meant for understanding something. You stretch it beyond, it will break it. Analogy is like rubber band. To a certain extent, it will work. But just because it is stretching, you pull it, it will break into pieces. So it's like that. This analogy is meant to understand that even though the externally something is looking similar, that doesn't mean it's similar. That's why it is like that. But it is not that how many people in India will become prime minister? Tell me. ओके ठीक है, लगाओ अपना शक्ति लगाओ सबको. कितने लोगों को बनाओगे? 200 करोड़ लग रहे थे इंडिया में. कितने लोगों को प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनाओगे आप? मुश्किल से एक बनता है. उसके ऊपर भी टेंशन रहता है, उसको कौन कब खींच लेगा बोल के नीचे से कुर्सी. ऐसा थोड़ी होता. सो दैट सिस्टम एज एनालॉजी इज डिस्क्राइबिंग समथिंग. इट्स डिस्क्राइबिंग देयर इज अ डिस्टिंक्शन. इट्स नॉट डिस्क्राइबिंग द पोजिशंस. And even if you describe position, okay, ठीक है, you can give the power. How many people will give power? ठीक है, कितने लोगों को? 200 करोड़ लोग पड़े इधर. कितने लोगों को पावर दोगे प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनने का? दे दो, पावर दे दो. देखते देखते कितने लोगों को पावर देते हो. 200 करोड़ लोगों को तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर नहीं बना सकते हो. सिक्योरिटी गार्ड कौन बनेगा फिर उसका? एक प्राइम मिनिस्टर दूसरे प्राइम मिनिस्टर को मारेगा बंदूक लेके. अरे ठीक है ना, पावर देना, दो पावर. दो पावर दो, हाथ पे हाथ में आपको पावर देते. कितने लोगों को बनाओगे? एक दो. एक भी बनाओगे 5 साल के बाद दूसरे का नंबर आएगा. रोज उठ के किसी को नहीं बना सकते. तुम उठ रहा कल तुम बन जाओ. ये क्या पोछा लगाने के लिए क्या है क्या? शेड्यूल लगाओ आप. कल आज भी एक पोछा लगाया, कल दूसरा लगाएगा. प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी बनना है तो तुम्हें कुछ अकल बिकल तो चाहिए ना. ऑटो वाले को प्राइम मिनिस्टर दो पावर देते का, उसको बोला आप लालू साहब बन गए उधर चीफ मिनिस्टर. क्या हालत कर दिया उन्होंने, है कि नहीं? घोटाला पकड़ने के बाद भी बेशरम बोलता है क्या प्रॉब्लम है, गाय चारा खाती है, हम भी खा लिए थोड़े से. अरे क्या है, शर्म तो चाहिए कम से कम. बेशर्म के हाथ हो गया. मतलब मुंह पे बोल रहा है कि हमने खाया चारा बोल. लालू प्रसाद यादव जी चारा घोटाला, गाय का चारे का घोटाला किया था उन्होंने. टीवी रिपोर्टर सब बैठे हैं, वीडियो शूटिंग चल रहा है. इतना बेशरम है. बोले क्या प्रॉब्लम है, गाय भी चारा खाती है, हमने भी खाया थोड़ा, क्या प्रॉब्लम? ये बोलते. देखो ऐसे लोगों को जूते मारना चाहिए पकड़ के, मगर बैठे है उधर ही. सो पावर दैट डजंट मीन जस्ट बिकॉज यू गिव पावर टू समबडी यू बिकम प्राइम मिनिस्टर. गिव पावर, व्हाट विल हैपन, राइट? इट्स वेरी डेंजरस. प्रभुपाद तो इंदिरा गांधी को भी छोड़ते नहीं है, पकड़ पकड़ के धो. Anyway, this is not that. So point is, even if it is ठीक है, of course it analogy is describing something. It is described by Prabhupada. It's not that I'm saying that it should not be done. It's like that only. Analogy has a particular subject matter to describe by which you can understand the concept very nicely. But still, even if you extrapolate the analogy, still it will not work. It's not possible, right? So that's why living entity and Krishna, there are similarities. There are similarities between Prime Minister and us. If he doesn't eat, he will die. We don't eat, we will die. It's fine. But that this now you cannot pull it to the something else because this is not describing this. It's describing the categorization, although external morphology is the same. But that doesn't mean it will come to Krishna also. He is the prime minister for 5 years. Krishna is the prime minister of this world for eternity. And it's not going to be elected by the people. It's going to be remaining like that only. So these are the differences which are Difference in the government system, and that governmental system differences are absolutely fine, because here we have prime minister, in some places there are dictators, in some places there are presidents. In America there is no prime minister, the president is there, then the mantri, ministers are there. We don't have that system of government system. And there are some places where prime minister is not there, president is not there, कुछ नहीं, मैं राजा, उसको मेरा बच्चा राजा बन जाएगा, बस खत्म। कुछ इलेक्शन विलेक्शन नहीं होता है, 50 100 साल हो गए उधर कोई इलेक्शन नहीं होता, अपना गद्दी पे बैठे हुए हैं पकड़ के, जो भी मुंडी ऊपर निकलता है खत्म कर देते उसको, कंपटीशन ही नहीं है उधर, क्लियर सिंपल है एकदम। So these are governmental system. That's how universal governmental system is. Krishna is not going to be elected. Krishna's position is permanent. He is not going to be temporary. Prime Minister is voting देना है कुछ like that. And he's absolute also. What he will say will happen. It's not that he will say something and then people are thinking whether to do it or not. Not like that. Whatever he says is absolute. So that doesn't happen here. The Prime Minister says something, oh, बाजू वाला बोलता है मैं नहीं मानता इसको. Like that. There is no opposition for Krishna. And whoever takes a position of Krishna is finished. वो भी simple है. So this is a universal government system. It has to be accepted as it is. So although Prime Minister and we are same, we cannot pull that analogy more than required. Even if we pull it, still it is impractical. Not possible. You cannot make everybody Prime Minister. Not possible. So here are some qualities which are common to human beings and all living entities and Krishna. His body is well constructed. Body is full of auspicious symptoms. His body is beautiful. So these characteristics are in full in Krishna. These characteristics are partially present in living entities, and not all the characteristics are present in living entities. Right? Somebody's body is well built, but he's full number one. He doesn't know anything. Krishna is beautiful also. Krishna is intelligent also. And there are so many qualities. He's he's expert in speech. He's he's very learned. He's very intelligent. What is the difference between learned and intelligent? Huh?
Being knowledgeable.
Huh?
Knowledgeable.
What is learned? What is intelligent?
Knowledge and implementation.
हाँ, कहाँ से आवाज आ रहा है? Okay. Yes, knowledge and implementation. Learned means you know it. Intelligent means how you use it. That is intelligence. Somebody may be learned. What is use of learned? What is learned is not important. Intelligence is important. Of course, learning is important, but still, how learned one is fine, but it has to have application of that learning, that is called as intelligence. Intelligence is used for learning to make it into practical, right? Like that. So that's why people in the city are learned. People in the village are intelligent. People in the village are intelligent. People in the city are learned. So uh, if the if the fan is not working, then learned people will कुछ तो बोलेंगे, इसको पीएमओ ऑफिस को रिपोर्ट करो, ट्रेन को रिपोर्ट करो, and then the village guy will hit it and start it. छोड़ो यार, किसको कंप्लेन करना है, हम चला लेंगे उसको. So this is called as learned and intelligent. You may be learned means so much knowledge, huge knowledge, but there's no use. It's like this is called as bharvahi. They are compared with the donkeys. There's so much load they are carrying, right? Radha Govind Maharaj, Radhe Shyam Prabhu, many people describe this. These learned people are like bharvahis. They carry so much load on that. They have They have three-piece suits and pajamas and this and that, tuxedos, shalu, very saris and everything. But they don't have, underpant also weird. That is bhar why. Learned people are like that. Intelligent people that they make that learning into an application, right? That's what. Sanghe Shakti Kali Yuga. This is learning. We have, if we stay together, then we will be able to practice Krishna consciousness nicely. This is called Shloka, learning, Sanghe Shakti Kali Yuga. What is the application? To start a society like International Society for Krishna Consciousness. It has become a application. This is intelligence. Right? Why Srila Prabhupada is appreciated? Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur is appreciated. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is appreciated. Of course, all are glorious. There is no question of not somebody is not glorious and not somebody is glorious. There is no consideration like that. But still, for the sake of discussion here, is that there is a learning. Ange Shakti Kali Yuga is a learning. That in the Kali Yuga, if you are together, then you will be powerful. That's common. Everybody knows this. It's applicable to material and spiritual things both. But then intelligence is that you start an organization, start a community. We are together. VCC is together. Right? We are so many people. You may not be knowing that incident where this road was blocked. Coming from Gaganunnati inside, they blocked in the night only everything. Like that in the morning one devotee saw that the road is blocked in 5 o'clock in the morning. And then he took one vehicle, sumo, and it broke the whole wall in front of everybody. वो गाड़ी लिया धम करके पीछे लेता था धम करके मार के सब तोड़ दिया जितना भी बैरिकेटिंग बना के रातों रात बंद कर दिया रोड उन्होंने वैसे ही करते हैं रोड बंद करना है तो ऐसे करना पड़ता है वो सब तोड़ दिया सब मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम में सबको बुलाया उधर सब रास्ते पे बैठ गए नरसिंह आरती गा रहे हरे कृष्ण कीर्तन कर रहे मैं मेरा भागवतम था मैं जय राधा माधव गाना चालू किया 2 लोग बैठे मतलब यार अपना प्रिपरेशन में था मेरे को पता नहीं बाहर क्या चल रहा शुरू ज्यादा आंखें बंद कर लिया बोले भगवान भेजना है भेजो मत भेजना है एंड आफ्टर ज्यादा आई वॉर ओपन द आईज स्टिल 2 ही लोग बोला क्या हो गया प्रलय आ गया कहाँ चले गए सारे लोग बोले उधर क्रांति चल रही है आप अभी इतने ही लोग रहेंगे आज आप समझ इतना ही 2 रिचुअल करने के लिए हमको रखा है खड़ा तो हमको भी बुलाया था अगर हम जाएंगे तो भागवतम क्लास नहीं होगा हम ही इतने रहने वाले बाकी सब क्रांति कर रहे हैं उधर सो दैट टाइम आई वाज नॉट नोइंग व्हाट इज द होल थिंग हाँ देना नहीं है रोड उनको इस्तेमाल करना था खुद के लिए बगल त्योहार अभी भी छोटा ही है ना कितना छोटा है इतने बड़े मंदिर को इतना छोटा रोड चाहिए क्या अभी भी अतिक्रमण वाला ही है अभी भी 2 कार जा सकता है इतना ही बड़ा नहीं है बहुत बड़ा रोड चाहिए हमको जो मंदिर के गेट पे आगे जो रोड है ना उतना वो रोड तक चाहिए आगे तक मगर वो छोटा 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 करके खा लिया सब लोगों ने एनीवे वो तो हड़पना चाहते थे इधर से रोड जो आ रही है ना इधर से ये सब ऐसा उधर उल्टा उल्टा सीधा रोड देने वाले थे हमको जिससे लोग मंदिर तक ना पहुंचे मगर वो बेचारे हमारे इतने सारे भक्त माताएं प्रभु जी बच्चे ब्रह्मचारी बॉयज बॉयज सब इतना हंगामा उसके बाद उसने कभी हिम्मत नहीं किया रोड बंद करने का बोला मैं तो मार डालेंगे लोग मेरे को so this is Sange Shakti Kali Yuga. So but the application of that is intelligence. Every single knowledge has to be put into application. So there is a difference between the learning and intelligence. So these are. So Krishna is not only speaking Bhagavad Gita, but is applying Bhagavad Gita. Right. The hinsa which is done for controlling or protection of the dharma is not hinsa, it is ahimsa. This is learning. Where is the application? Huh? This learning was known to Mahatma Gandhi and he spoiled everything because he was only learned and he was not intelligent. Prabhupada very clearly describes that he was कुछ नहीं आता उसको, नॉट नोइंग एनीथिंग, अनफॉर्चुनेट और वेरी लर्निंग, अननेसेसरी यूजलेस लर्निंग, राइट. So when we do, Krishna is applying it. Krishna is telling Arjuna, Arjuna is telling, if I fight, then वर्ण संकर हो जाएगा, माताएं सारी, प्रभु जी नहीं 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 सारे माताएं रहेंगी, फिर लोग माताजियों को छेड़छाड़ करेंगे, राइट. खास करके that Mataji where who don't have husbands or their sons are died, so she will be alone, she will be mistreated by the men. Krishna is telling, no, 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 they will not be mistreated by men. If Duryodhana will be king, they will be mistreated by others because he is mistreating others, other Matajis. अब घर की माताजी को, अब द्रौपदी को उसने he is mistreating her. Then if the king is like this, है ना, रोज दारू पीता है राजा, तो क्या होगा? अरे दुकान खोल देगा सब तरफ, दिल्ली में खोल दिया ना सब, है कि नहीं? बेचारा इतना इतना दुकान खोला कि डूब गया है दारू के अंदर. Like that, if the king is doing, then others will do. So Krishna is telling, no, no, no. If the people will die, Mataji will become widows, nobody will attack on them because you will rule very nicely. But if Duryodhana is the king, then it will happen. So this is called as application. When Karna was shouting, no, no, I'm without any armor, I'm without any weapon, I cannot be killed. Krishna says this is learning. This is shlokas in the Shastras. And he told Arjuna, yes, he is speaking the truth. But what is the use of speaking the truth? Hiranyakashipu is speaking truth. Everybody is speaking truth. Duryodhana is speaking truth. Truth is not important. Application of the truth is important. And application of the truth depends upon the person whom we are interacting with. That's why Krishna came before Kali Yuga. Because if you apply the principles of Lord Ram in Kali Yuga, then you will be beggar on the street. Application of Lord Ram's principle are for worshipping. In Kali Yuga, you have to apply the principles which are taught by Krishna. Ramayana is for puja. Mahabharata is for application. So you can't use this principle as it is of Ramayana. It's not possible, right? That Dhobi is telling Lord Ram, indicating Lord Ram that he has accepted Mother Sita, even if there is, she was staying with Ravana. That much. And Lord Ram left Mother Sita. And in Krishna Lila, exact opposite story of this. A contrastingly opposite story. बताओ? हाँ? हाँ. हाँ, शनि प्रभु आईएएस तो बनने नहीं, मगर अपना इधर का पढ़ाई अच्छा कर लिया उन्होंने. Right? Who has kidnapped them? Huh? Bhaumasur. Yes, Bhaumasur had kidnapped so many princes, and then Krishna killed Bhaumasur. And princess को बोला जाओ घर पे. बोले हम लोग घर पे नहीं जा रहे, हम नदी पे जा रहे हैं सुसाइड करने के लिए. इतने सारे लोग सुसाइड करेंगे. बोले क्या कर रहे हैं, हम घर पे नहीं जा सकते, हम लोग कौन लेगा हमको घर पे. कलयुग थोड़ी है, हर दिन अलग अलग घर पे जाओ फिर भी घर पे ले लेंगे, ऐसे थोड़ी हो. इट्स नॉट अलाउड. बोले हमको कोई नहीं लेगा, हम जा रहे गंगा में. कृष्ण सेड यू हैव एनी सॉल्यूशन? बोले हाँ एक सॉल्यूशन है. बोले क्या है? बोले आप शादी कर लो हमसे. बोले ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. So it's not that it was unknown to the people that these girls are kidnapped by Bhaumasur. Whole world was knowing it, that these girls are kidnapped. Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana, but after that, Lord Ram did Agni Samskar, and the whole world was knowing his Mother Sita and Mother Sita and Ravana couldn't come at all because Mother Sita was untouched by Ravana. The whole world was knowing it. Still, one guy criticized something little bit here and there. Lord Ram left Mother Sita. इधर देखो, whole world is knowing Bhaumasur has kidnapped them, touched them, everything. And they are saying, Lord Krishna. One solution is there. You accept. He said, okay, no problem. And he accepted. This is contrasting. This is application. As the intelligent learning will remain the same. Learning will remain the same. But the intelligence is there for application of that learning. कृष्णा से अरे क्या है इसको, इतने लोगों को सुसाइड करने में कौन सा मजा है इसमें? बोले हाँ ठीक है जाओ पतिव्रता बोल के, मतलब यू विल बी touched by only one man in your life, you'll be glorious. She is called Pativrata. Like that. But it's of use. They are going to die. So Krishna is putting the application here. What's the problem in accepting them? One boy asked me, Prabhuji, the girl is saying that she had a affair before. So should I marry with her or no? मैं बोला what do you do? आपको क्या करना है? कितने सारे लड़के पूछते रहते हैं शादी के पहले, तुम्हारा कुछ अफेयर था क्या पहले? लड़की बोलती हाँ था। अभी तो आपको 5% लड़कियां भी मिल सकती हैं ऐसा करने वाली, बाकी सबका तो 95 ज्यादा हो गया, थोड़ा कम करते हैं। 80% लड़कियों का रहता है अफेयर, 80% लड़कों का भी रहता है। लड़कों का प्रोपोर्शन जरा ज्यादा है, 90% लड़कों का अफेयर रहता है, 80% लड़कियों का अफेयर रहता है। तो मैं बोला तुम कहाँ दूध के धुले हो बोल के उसको इतना बोल रहे कि क्या है, अपने भी कुछ किया होगा ना उल्टा सीधा। तो राय शंभू बोलते हैं सबको सीता चाहिए है कि नहीं, फिर अपना तो काम चलते रहता है रावण का साइड में, मगर ढूंढने जाएंगे स्वयंवर में, सीता के स्वयंवर में जाएंगे। अपना स्वयंवर लगाएंगे तो फिर सब पोल खुल जाएगा, तो स्वयंवर ही नहीं लगाते अपने, है कि नहीं। सो इसलिए एप्लीकेशन, कृष्णा इज शोइंग द एप्लीकेशन। मैंने बोला ठीक है एक्सेप्ट करना है करो, मैं ऐसा कुछ रूल नहीं है। तो बार बार टोकते मत रहना शादी होने के बाद, तो फिर टूट जाएगा जल्दी से। वो शिव जी की तरह अंदर डालो, इसका अफेयर था बोल के हला हले वो पी लो उसको, इधर रखना, अंदर घुसने मत देना, बाहर आना नहीं, बस जिंदगी भर बाहर नहीं आना चाहिए, प्राइवेट में भी नहीं आना चाहिए, पब्लिक में भी नहीं आना चाहिए। ऐसा कर सकते हो, इतना हिम्मत है तो करो शादी, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। और रोज झगड़ा हो गया कि तुम चालू कर दो पिछले का महापुराण चालू करते हो, फिर सब ताड़ फोड़ के सब खत्म हो जाएगा सब। बोले इतना हिम्मत है क्या, देखो पहले बोलने के लिए। जो लोग काउंसलर बनते हैं, प्रेसिडेंट बनते हैं, मैनेजमेंट मीटिंग में रहते हैं, उनको हमको लगता है वह आसान काम है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, वो बहुत जिम्मेदारी का काम होता है। कोई किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया, आप सब दुनिया भर में बांटोगे तो खराब हो जाएगा सब। आपको अंदर रखना होता है, उसके ऊपर ध्यान भी नहीं रखना होता है, दूसरे को बोलना भी नहीं होता है, एप्लीकेशन भी करना होता है। सो लाइक दैट इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग। बोला करो, करने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है, मगर उगलना मत बाहर, फिर बाद में साल भर जिंदगी भर कभी नहीं बाद में निकालने का। इतना हिम्मत है तो करो। There were girls, so girls, very nice girl. There was one girl in Chopati. There was a boy who was married, divorced. Magar there was no mistake from the side of boy and in the divorce. And another one is the marriage and divorce happened before he came to Krishna consciousness. After that he came to Krishna consciousness. Then the girl chose him. She was not knowing this. She chose him. Then later on, they came to know that he was married, he was divorced. So his mother, father, brother, हंगामा है, नहीं करेंगे हम लोग. And the girl wanted to do the marriage. Then the issue came to me. Then mother was saying he had married, he is divorced. I said, Mataji, that is everything is happened before Krishna consciousness. After Krishna consciousness, people change all throughout their life. You know, na? People drink before they eat meat. There are so many unwanted things to do. After Krishna consciousness, they change. So now it is changed. Don't dig out his past. To dig out his past, nothing will happen. And girl was bent upon him, शादी इसकी शादी करनी बस, जो भी हो, इसका डाइवर्स हो, मैरिज हो, जो है कि मेरे को कुछ लेना देना। And then mother and everybody was shouting, yelling, नहीं नहीं हम करने नहीं देंगे। And then he gave so many gifts to that girl because the girl was very happy with him. मेरे को उसका भाई बोलता है, मेरे को बोलता है कि इसने उसको बाटली में उतार दिया है गिफ्ट दे दे के। मैं बोला मेरे को कुछ लेना देना नहीं, बाटली के अंदर हो बाहर हो, आई डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम। हाय नहीं, उसको बोलो इसको छोड़ दो। मैं बोला मैं क्यों बोलूं, मैंने थोड़ी पकड़ा है उनको, मैंने जोड़ा होता तो मैं तोड़ता था, मैं जोड़ा ही नहीं, मैं कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला, शादी होने दो, मेरे को कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं मैं तो हूँ उसके लिए। तो मेरे भी कुछ दुश्मन हो गए वो लोग, क्योंकि मैं बॉय के साइड के गया ना, like that. And then myself and the boy and the girl was one side, father, mother and brother was another side. मगर मैंने लास्ट में उनको बोला देखो मियाँ बीबी राजी, क्या करेगा काजी, तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, जल्दी हाँ कर दो। तो हाँ कर दिया उन लोगों ने। The marriage came out to be so successful. They never fought and never brought the previous issues. इतना किसी के अंदर हिम्मत है तो फिर ठीक है। कोई आइडियल वजह नहीं, कोई सतयुग का शादी नहीं, बट ठीक है, कृष्णा वाला द्वापार कली में इट्स फाइन, बट शुड हैव सम इंटीग्रिटी आल्सो। इट्स नॉट दैट यू डू दिस continue the same nonsense afterwards, so not like that, but it's a reasonable understanding. So there is a knowledge and there is a intelligence, there is learning and there is a application of it. And one as a Krishna conscious person, one has to be very intelligent. Prabhupada was telling अमेरिकन लोग, अरे क्या आपके ऊपर गुम्बद नहीं है, घंटी नहीं, ये नहीं है, कछुआ नहीं, क्या नहीं, तुम्हारे मंदिर में क्या है, माता ये लोग वर्शिप कर रहे हो। मतलब प्रभुपाद बोले शांति शांति शांति। मंदिर में क्या होना चाहिए, भजन होना चाहिए, हो रहा है कि नहीं, कीर्तन हो रहा है कि नहीं, नाच रही नाच रहे, प्रसाद है कि नहीं, घुम्बत है कि नहीं, तुमको क्या करना है, ऊपर क्या है, राइट। व्हेन औरंगजेब दिस होल दैट संप्रदाय, कौन सा वो गुजरात वाला पुष्टि मार्गीज और वल्लभ संप्रदाय, उनके मंदिर को क्या बोलते पता है, क्या बोलते, हवेली बोलते, सुना है, हवेली सुना है कि नहीं सुना है, हवेली बोलते हैं। क्यों हवेली बोलते हैं, मंदिर घर में रहता है, आप जाओ नाथ द्वारा, इतना बड़ा मंदिर है, एक एक ड्रेस भगवान का 2-2 करोड़ रुपए, इतना सब हमारे वृंदावन चंद्र के 1/4 है नाथ 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 द्वारा श्रीनाथ जी, हमारे वृंदावन चंद्र के 1/4 है, एक एक ड्रेस 2-2 4-4 करोड़ रुपए का, पूरा हीरा सोना वोना लगा हुआ है, एकदम डायमंड वगैरह। उन लोग ही ऐसे हैं वर्शिप करने वाले। उनके मंदिर देखो, बंगला है, बंगला रहता है कि नहीं, बंगला घर लोगों का घर रहता है, बंगला ही है, हवेली है। क्यों हवेली है कि औरंगजेब गुम्बद देखता था तो उसको लगता था ये मंदिर है, फिर आता था उधर तोड़ता था, डिटीज को नष्ट करता था। उन्होंने क्या किया, बोले आप प्रिंसिपल ही बना देते, हमारा मंदिर रहेगा बंगले के अंदर, हवेली के अंदर, तो आने को तोड़ता ही था, आने के तो दिखना चाहिए ना, कैसे मंदिर तो दिखना चाहिए ना, कैसे बाहर से, कैसे भी जाए, कहाँ से ढूंढेगा, where are the deities, how can you find out? So used to see the temple, big dome and all, the huge campus, and then used to understand this is temple, he is going to go and break, used to go and break. So these people all together they decided that we will install the deity in the home only, big home, huge home, very nice home, कुछ नहीं, गुम्बद नहीं, घंटी नहीं, कुछ नहीं, कुछ नहीं, पूरे मंदिर सारे हवेली, इधर पुणे में हवेली है, उनका घर है, घर के जैसा घर रहता है, कोई डिस्टिंग्विश नहीं कर सकते आप, अब देखते हो तो कि एक मंदिर है बोल के, ऐसे बाहर से तो कुछ दिखता ही नहीं, नाथ द्वारा भी जाओ आपको समझ में नहीं आता है मंदिर है बोल, कुछ है ही नहीं मंदिर के बोलते जैसा, लाइक दैट। दिस इज लर्निंग यूटिलाइज्ड इन दिस प्रिंसिपल। That's why Prabhupada said, don't unnecessarily say that, there is no kalash, there is no gopuram and all these things. They are not important. Learning, that is learning. That is the structure of the temple. But the intelligence is that establish the temple wherever it is possible. So as a devotee, we should have both. We should be learned in our shastras, but we should be knowing how to apply it also. So these are the 50 characteristics which can be seen in partially in the living entities. Not all, few of them. Okay, we'll end here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.